Good morning, everyone. It's May 7th, Sunday morning, 2023. A buddy of mine told me from the place I'm at, he's 6 blocks away. He owns a truck driving school, and he wanted me to drone video from the top of it. So I set off from my location. I'm about maybe 3,000, maybe 3,500 feet away from it. I kept it at about 120 feet right here. I tried to go a little bit, maybe 1,000 feet or so, and I figured I'd have to go up because I wanted to keep a direct line of sight between my remote control and the drone. And right around when I got to this building here, this long white building off to the center right here, I had to go a little higher because anybody with a drone knows if you don't keep line of sight when you get over 1,000 feet, you start having trouble communicating with the remote control. So I got around here and I started going up a little bit. And this is predominantly a neighborhood where there's trucking companies, there's a lot of industry. And because of that, that's why he put his truck driving school over here, because he trains a lot of Amazon drivers. He trains a lot of rail drivers. So he's got a lot of equipment over here. So figured I'd give him a little view. As I'm videotaping here, once I center myself in front of the company, I take the drone out of video mode and I take a few still shots and then I come back to video mode. But as you can see here, there's a truck pulling up into what they call the straight back lanes. He's going to pull all the way up by that little house there, and then there's another truck going to join him here, and they're going to practice straight backing, which is basically what they do over there. They not only teach you how to drive in the street, but they teach you how to back straight up. Okay, so I'm done taking the still shots. So as you can see, there's another tractor trailer. He's a student. He's gonna pull out. He's gonna make a left. He's gonna crank a big old U-turn. He's gonna pull up next to this guy here. And yeah, so let's just enjoy the photography a little bit. I'm at about 175 feet here, so I can keep control of my drone, because being over this school, I was looking at my on-screen display, which you can't see here, unfortunately, and I was about 4,600 feet away from my controller, so I had to lift it up a little bit high in the sky, and then so I just did some zooming. Anyway, going back to truck driving school, if I may. So a lot of times what they do is, you'll get a guy who backs up very slowly and makes it through the whole length of this, and then you'll get a guy who does it very fast. If you'll notice, this guy's doing it very fast, and he doesn't really know how to do it very well. As you can see, he starts going off to the side, so then he has to pull up and go back. The guy on the top of the screen in the white tractor trailer, he's doing it very slow, so that way if he starts to go off course, he could recover relatively easily. So, yeah, so anyway, I'm just videotaping a little bit here. Toward the end of this video, I'll start flying back to my location, and you can see a little bit more of the lay of the land over here. But it's pretty much an industrial area. I wish that I was closer to the location so I could fly between the trucks and do a little more, cinematography type of drone video. But yeah, they're going back and forth. There's a lot of equipment out there. If you see the light blue truck over there, that's an Amazon truck facing us on the top left of the screen. I'll tell you, if you're looking for a new career, driving a truck, it's one of those industries where, they're hiring like crazy. You just gotta go get licensed and, get on the road, get a little experience. Another thing is, in Illinois anyway, they made a law where you can't just go and take the permit test anymore and then go find somebody to teach you how to drive a truck. You actually have to go to a licensed truck driving school. I forget the date. It was last year sometime. So, unfortunately, you got to drop some cash to go to these schools. Or there's a lot of companies that hire these schools to train drivers for them. So if you could find a truck driving company that's willing to train you. They'll still send you to a place like this here, but they will stand the cost of it. And this is actually a good little training video because as you see the guy on the top, I don't know if he has more experience or if he's just better at it or whatever, but the guy on the bottom looks like he's having some difficulty. This is very common. It's very hard to teach someone how to straight back a trailer a long distance like that. It's something you just gotta like do over and over and over. You just gotta get used to it. Some people are good at it; they take to it very naturally. Some people need tons of instruction. I find teaching isn't one of my strong suits. But I've done it. I've taught at least 50 people how to drive a truck. So it's not, I don't know. Some people just don't get it though. I mean, it's like anything else. Not everybody could be a doctor, let's say, they just, they went on to do other things and they just can't do it, Tell you another crazy thing. Back when I owned some tractor trailers, I had a boat, and I thought because I drive a tractor trailer, I was able to back my boat in, but then they're so much smaller, they bend, and it's not quite the same. Same concept, but a little different. So as you can see here, it's a pretty industrial area, stacking up containers everywhere, back and forth. There's different yards, different trucking companies, a lot of equipment laying around here. And, I'm getting about halfway on the battery, so I figured I'd just check out some of the scenery. So again, I'm like about maybe 200 feet here. I'm off to the left top of the screen there at a business over this way. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, Sunday, May 7th, 2023. So I start cruising. This is Harvey, Illinois, by the way. So there's a good deal of residential over there, too. It just seems anywhere near the train tracks is where all the business and the industry is. But there's a football field off to the left over there, right on the corner of that football field. So I was just cruising around, and all right, that's about it for this video. I'll see you next time. I have many more to post. Please like and subscribe.